guys, it's David. Hey, it's Gloria, and welcome to David's Vlogs.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's Journey with Josh, motherfucker.
That is me.
I'm ghost hunt.
Are you mocking me?
I am always mocking you.
What is up, everybody? It is Josh, and welcome to another... I don't know what I'm saying. It's just... I can't... What is up, everybody? It is Josh, and welcome to a brand new journey, and welcome to another video. We are currently in St. Augustine, Florida for the next 3 days, and we have so much planned. We're going to be exploring the St. Augustine Lighthouse. We're going to be doing a kind of distillery, winery tour, you know, having some drinks. We're going to be checking out the fort. We're also going to be doing some paranormal investigating for Beyond the Journey, but I'm not here alone. I'm here with my girlfriend Riley, my brother Dakota. I'm also here with David and his fiance Gloria. So honestly, this is just a nice little vacation with a little mix of work, and we're ready to just let loose, relax, and have fun. So with all that being said, if you guys are ready to go on this fun-filled journey, well, let's go. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey Dakota. Guys,
hi, I'm Paul.
You haven't seen Dakota in a while, and this is what he does. This is just all he does. What's up, David?
What's up?
When were you on my channel last? It seems like it's been forever.
It's been 84 years. Hey, lady from Titanic.
Yeah.
Hope it looks skinnier to you guys.
Well, the way you're laying just makes you look relaxed, bro.
Yeah, this is a comfy corner.
Yeah.
It's like...
Riley.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, wow. She don't like you guys. I'm sorry. We're kind of just chilling right now at the condo hotel thingy. I don't even know what to call it. But we have a patio right here, and just right to the left of that, we can walk straight to the beach on the boardwalk. We also have a private pool.
Watch that.
I'm ready.
Watch that. Yeah.
And I'm so tall in this condo because the ceilings are super low that I'm literally like, my lens is not even zoomed in, and this is how close I am to the fan right now.
Train simulator?
Like, I have to bend down to really like step.
Touch it.
No.
Stick your hand through there.
Looks like David might be vlogging too, so make sure to check out his channel. I'll have the link in the description.
It's a fuzzy boy.
It's a fuzzy boy.
But yeah, thank you, Josh. Yeah, I'll probably be making a few videos with Gloria and you.
Yay.
And Dakota and Riley.
Dakota's never been on your channel before. That's gonna be cool. So yeah, even though I'm on a quote-unquote vacation, still editing. We're editing this Realm of the Dead podcast video. It's with Matt from Haunted Archives. It'll be up really soon. I'm just trying to catch up on all this editing and whatnot. Oh yeah, stick it in there. Yeah, nice and slowly now.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh!
Oh God! Why?
You killed Journey.
Why not?
Who's taking over the channel?
Dakota.
Give me channel.
No, we need all the paranormal scares we can. Look at all the alcohol we have just for like 2 days.
Crazy.
That's not alcohol.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so Josh recommended these. He's had them before. I have not.
I love them.
They're peanut butter, right?
Yeah, peanut butter whiskey.
Nice.
Yeah.
That hurt.
A little bit.
That hurt me.
My brother knows how to torture me, guys.
I'll rub it later. We probably have a handprint there.
I don't know, not yet. So tonight we're doing the Ghost and Gravestones kind of trolley history ride at the Historic District. Super excited because we did it when we were here last, and for some reason I never chose to post the video, but we're gonna post it this time, and it is David's first time doing it. Are you excited?
Hello, my name's David. Yeah, I'm actually very excited for it. I can't wait. Gloria's first.
Gloria, are you excited for tonight?
Yeah.
Nah, she's skirt.
I'm excited to be on the trolley.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Riley, you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Good.
It's history and ghosts.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So now we're gonna drink,
Yes.
play games,
Yes.
and wait for ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah. Sick. Oh, and alcohol. Did I say drinks?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I'm not drunk
Silly.
yet.
Made me drink yet.
Yeah, right.
Gloria has.
Dakota, are you ready? He says yes. He's non-existent.
Oh, I was like, what? Where?
And yeah, I
got me.
yeah, got you, bitch.
Ass in the sand, out of where in the world, a cold beer in my hand. Life is good today. Life is good today. Adios tonight, con Dios. Yeah, I'm leaving GA.
I get a dinner and a show.
Tequila, pretty señorita.
And you eating
I had no reason to stay. Adios and bye, con Dios. Yeah, I'm leaving GA.
Well, this is left of what I got to eat. I got chicken wings, and well, most of them are gone. Riley got some tuna bowl thingy. Gloria got wings. David, I don't know what he got. Some seafood something. And Dakota got a rice bowl for you to think. He goes, it's aight. Everything's aight. But it's pretty good. I just need some more ranch so I can finish it.
Hold me when I'm sleeping, you know how to make me ill. We can turn this house to a home. And now you got me like, oh my God, I think you could be the one. As you're laying with your head on my chest. When you're holding me tight.
Look at Dakota back there.
The way you're taking my breath.
Over here.
I think this is something real.
Nation's oldest city. Now, tonight's tour is going to take you through many of the strange and unusual occurrences that span several hundred years of St. Augustine's history. Every ghost story that I tell you tonight is based in historical fact. So whether you find yourself being a skeptic or a believer, we do encourage you to keep an open mind to our explanations and understand that ours are not the only ones. Now, I do hope you had a good chance to look around Cromwell's parlor of paranormal curiosities. If you have, you've achieved a taste of our passion as collectors and investigators of the paranormal. From one of the first ever manufactured Ouija boards to our collection of death masks over here, each one of these items was collected from their previous owner and placed safely behind these walls in the hopes of achieving a greater understanding of the paranormal realm, of course, and perhaps we'll achieve some more of this understanding this very night. Now, we're going to be taking our tour on board the legendary Trolley of the Doomed, but in order to do that, we gotta find our way out of this room, don't we? You see, in addition to the paranormal, Cromwell also had an affinity for puzzles and games. So, he designed this chamber with only one way in and only one way out. Luckily for all of you, I actually have the riddle that will allow us to escape this cursed chamber. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Here goes. My spine is stiff, my body is pale, but I'm always prepared to tell a tale. A book! Written by a famous ghostwriter, no less. And y'all might want to take a step back because that's our ticket out, of course. Pretty cool, right? Not too shabby. Now, everybody watch your step as you board the Trolley of the Doomed. Your driver's just dying to meet you. Just a second. Our previous ghost wrapped up over there.
And look at them. You want to say goodbye to your friends? Goodbye.
Alright, time to get on the Trolley of Doom.
Frosting.
spend the night in the cemetery. And that they did. They pitched their little tent right underneath that tree, and they bravely laid their heads to rest. But it was around midnight when they began to hear rustling and moaning coming from outside their tent. So, thinking that it was just one of their friends come to pull a prank on them, they ripped open the flap of their tent and looked up in amazement and horror as they saw looming above them the visage of a woman in this long white gown. And she had this long, matted, tattered gray hair that was down to her ankles. But what was most terrifying about this apparition that they encountered was that she had no face. Absolutely petrified, the boys ran out of the Talamato, swearing up and down that they were going to tell every adult they could find the story of what they had just witnessed in the Talamato. Unfortunately, they had a bit of a reputation about themselves, and so many of those adults didn't give them the time of day until one fateful evening. An elderly gentleman in the local pub stepped forward and said, "Boys, I know who you saw that night." And everyone sat in hushed silence as he recounted the tale of a woman many years before these boys were even born, who died tragically and suddenly just a week before her wedding day due to heart failure. Absolutely distraught, her family had her buried in her wedding clothes, a tribute to her impending marriage. This made all the sense in the world to the boys, right? That long white dress and that hidden face and that gray hair, that long gray hair, perhaps actually a wedding veil, soiled from years of decay. Now, the Ghost Bride is one of the most commonly captured apparitions here in St. Augustine. She's often spotted marching up and down the center of the cemetery as if she's practicing for a processional that will never be. Additionally, folks, there's a bed and breakfast on the other side of the cemetery that often reports seeing her at their window. Now, if I could direct your attention to the front over there, and where those lovely people are gathered by the gate, and another large oak tree. It's in that tree where you can often spot the figure of a boy. A little boy with these black shorts and a black top hat. He's either playing amongst those branches or running around the gravestones and hiding behind them. That would be the youngest permanent resident here at the Talamato, James P. Morgan. Now, we're going to be passing the front of the Talamato later in the trolley, and you're going to see his headstone, his tiny little headstone. And when you do, you're going to see that it reads that James was merely 5 years old when he passed away. We believe he was climbing that very oak tree, his favorite, when he lost his footing and tragically tumbled to his death, breaking his neck upon impact. Now, because he died so young, that's the reason we believe he mostly appears to children, who we think he's just trying to make friends with in his everlasting childhood. So I gotta ask, folks, if you received an invitation from James, would you accept it?
Yeah.
Hey now, we got a trusting group. We got people who love the little Victorian child. Other people are like, are you kidding? I've watched the movies. Now,
So now we're actually headed into the haunted drugstore. I believe she said this is one of the most haunted, like, buildings, not hotels or anything, but just buildings. I also believe there's a wax museum in here, if I remember correctly from the last time. So I'm excited to come in here. I mean, just look at the windows. What's inside the windows? Just these weird, like, knickknacks. But let's go inside.
by the Spicer brothers during a time when medicine and technology were far more primitive than they are today. As you can see, these vials on the walls are actually from the time period. Because when the Spicers left this place, they left everything. Their tools, their glasses that you see, even journals and newspaper clippings. It was truly a treasure trove of information. And if it says anything about the medicine of the time period, any one of these concoctions in these vials was mostly comprised of water, grain alcohol, and opium. They really knew how to get down in those days, right? But what is far more fascinating than anything you see on these shelves is actually what lies beneath your feet. You see, this building is believed to rest on top of a portion of the Talamato Cemetery. Specifically the portion of the Talamato where Chief Talamato himself may rest. And so as you can see over here we have a totem that was erected as a means of appeasing the restless spirits that might reside here. It's up to you guys to decide if you think it was working though, because from the moment this place opened, paranormal activity was reported. So those glass vials that you see on the shelves would often fly at patrons, shattering at their feet. Additionally, there was no electricity during this period in time, and so they had these gas-powered lamps, gas-powered flame in these little glass globes, and you can see in the corners where those glass globes would randomly explode, charring the ceiling. Now, like I mentioned, this was a drugstore during the day, the very first of its kind, as one of the Spicegers was a pharmacist. The other Spiceger brother was a mortician, and so in the evenings, this became his embalming laboratory. And so indeed, in the dead of night, he would be working on one of those cadavers patiently and focused when one of those glass globes would explode behind his head, causing him to start and spill all of his embalming fluids all over the floor. It's a little hard to see at night, of course, but there are many areas of the floor here that are darker or shinier than others, and it's because of those embalming fluids that were spilled so long ago. Now, folks, I'm actually going to be guiding us through the wax figures and into a little room we like to call the Chamber of Horrors. But a little disclaimer, folks, we highly encourage you not to touch the wax figures. If you scratch them, they might be known to scratch you back.
Oh, that kind of scared me for a second there. Also, my camera won't focus, so that's cool.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, we know what that means, so
yeah.
we're good.
Pretty cool seeing it at night, right?
Yeah, I promise you guys, this shit is scary.
In a cave, like they made their house a cave. Here we are in the Chamber of Horrors, folks. Now, as you can see, this room encapsulates many of the
YouTube won't allow that, but there's some mermaid titties.
I'm actually here to get to know you folks, so I have a question. Is anyone here afraid of being buried alive?
No, I'm ready to do so.
If you are, then you have a lot of company, folks. It was a very common fear in the 17 and 1800s. To have such an excellent pirate execution display, I'd be ashamed not to put it to good use. Especially when I have a tantalizing pirate tale taking place back in 1684. You see, it was during this time that English pirates plagued the Spanish coast. They would pillage and plunder, take Spanish treasure like nobody's business, embarrassing them time and time again. Until one fateful day. One of those English rogues named Andrew Ranson and his crew were captured and sentenced. His crew was captured and sent to hard labor, but that was far too good of a fate for Mr. Ranson. Has anyone here ever heard of a garrote? Okay, well, it works very similar to a hanging in that it involves a rope wrapped around the victim's neck, but it is designed to be far more excruciating, painful, and generally unpleasant before you die. Any volunteers? Mr. Ranson, you pirate scallywag, get up here! You're gonna stand right here. We're just gonna show them how it works. You know, we gotta get them in the spirit. Exactly. Excellent. You're doing great. Now, folks, a pirate execution was an event during this time period, folks. The Super Bowl hadn't been invented yet, so this is what you brought your family to come see. And indeed there were. The governor, his clergy, and all the townspeople gathered around with their picnics and waited with bated breath as they listened to the executioner read aloud the names and crimes of the village
You have been found guilty of the crime of piracy and have been sentenced to death! By garroting. I will first take this rope, put it through the hole in the post, wrap it around your thieving neck, then put it back through the hole in the post, where it will be tied off with the bat. The bat will then be twisted and the rope will be pulled tighter and tighter around your neck until you die. One of three ways. Tell me how this sounds. First option is suffocation. Boring, I agree. Second option is bleeding out. What do you say? A little better, but the third is my favorite. You want to say? It's mine too. Yeah, we'll say it together. Decapitation! What do we do? Afterward, there'll be tea and cookies hosted by the governor, and you're all invited.
The governor was the most excited to see Ranson put to death, of course. And he even started taking bets as to how many turns of the rope it would take to finish him off. Do we have any guesses in the crowd? 20! 20! 20! Can we get a 25? 25? 28? Did I hear?
37.
37! All right, we'll see about that.
The first turn of the rope, the coarse braided fibers bit into Andrew's neck and still he remained eerily calm. Give me something to work with. Andrew was seen grappling with something in his hands. They seemed to be rosary beads. Now, what was an English Protestant pirate doing with Spanish Catholic rosary beads up?
I don't know where they came from.
Oh, yeah, sure. With the third turn of the rope, Andrew was seen showing difficulty breathing. That was really, really difficult for you. The fourth turn of the rope tore open his skin and blood began to trickle down his neck. With the fifth, Andrew turned purple. You look purple to me, I don't know what you're talking about. The sixth turn of the rope snapped. The rope broke in two. The rope miraculously tore from around Andrew's neck, and he took in a big breath of fresh air. As the time stood still for a moment, the crowd gasped and remained motionless until the priest stepped forward and said, "We have seen a miracle, the man is spared," and Andrew was ushered off to the safety of the church. Thank you very much.
Back on the trolley we go. Let's do this. I can't turn in our driver though because we won't have a way back.
Are these translucent balls of light that are often pictured with a tail behind them. That tail indicates that they were moving at a fast rate of speed, and therefore we can distinguish those from particles of dust in the air. That's also why we tell you to take many pictures in succession so you can track that movement. Additionally, folks, you might see a shadow ghost. Shadow ghosts are pretty self-explanatory, right? They're shadows, but they're often in places where shadows don't belong, doing things that shadows don't normally do. And finally, we have the holy grail of the ghost hunting realm. That is, of course, the apparition. Apparitions appear to us in human form, often in the clothes in which they died. With a glass viewing pane over the top. That way, the mourners could see the beloved face of their bishop one last time, but not have to smell the pungent odor of his decomposing flesh. And so the day of the funeral arrives, and the cathedral basilica here in town is packed to the rafters, with folks all there to celebrate the life of their beloved Bishop Rylea. It was a beautiful service, until about halfway through when some strange things started happening. And this is where I need some audience participation, folks. If my side of the trolley can all go hiss, hiss. Hiss, hiss. And if this side of the trolley can go pop, pop, pop. Excellent, that hissing and popping got louder. And it got louder. That glass viewing pane exploded off the top of the casket, and so too did raining down bits and pieces of the bishop. He had exploded in his casket due to all of those gases that build up when we die. And I imagine if you were in that audience that day, you would have screamed your little head off. So, on the count of three, we're going to let off the best scream we got. 1, 2, 3. Very good, folks. I would cast you guys in a movie tonight. Now, eventually, some highly paid individuals were sent inside to go sweep up his remains, put it in the coffin, and cover it with cement. He was not getting out this time. And then they shoved him in the Colorado.
Starbucks! The most haunting thing here. Guys, if you don't know where we're at, we are at the old St. Augustine jail. And this was my first ever investigation that literally put Journey with Josh where it's at today. This was the place that started it all for me. Oh, man. If you guys know who this is, Mr. Sheriff Joseph Perry. Right here. What a man. Alright guys, it is time to once again step inside the old jail. Let's do this. There is Sheriff Joseph Perry's room, office. Here's the kitchen.
Sarah. I think 12
twins, right?
This is so cool. So I know you're not going to be able to see me a whole hell of a lot, but remember that this was our first ever investigation on this channel, like real investigation. This is crazy.
All right, folks, I think we got everyone in here. Now, the reason why that women's ward often reports hearing a baby's cry in there is actually because of the story that happened, right? So one woman was forced to give birth in these conditions, and the child died in birth. And so she was forced to bury her infant child right outside her own window. And she claimed to have heard those screams until she died. Now, I need to go check out that door, make sure it's closed. You guys are all safe in this room, and I will be right back.
Will you?
I will.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Look at all y'all.
Figured.
Howdy, my name's Charlie.
Uh-huh.
I said howdy, my name's Charlie.
Hi.
That's a lot better, thank you. Y'all just walk right in here, huh? On your own. Nobody kicking and screaming. I think he was kicking and screaming. Was that him? I think it was him. But I do find it funny that every time you historical folk come in here, you always skip the finest parts of this place. So now on behalf of me, Charlie, and my boon companion, I'm gonna tell y'all about the 8 hangings that happened here. Starting with this big Kodiak picture right on the wall, excuse me. This here is Sim Jackson himself right before he swung. That's him with the flowers in his hand. Now, on the side of him, you see the big man right there? Oh, that's Sheriff Perry. And boy, was he mad when they took that Kodiak picture, because that's a no-no. Yes, it is. Of course, most people are just mad about Sam having the flowers on account of what he done to his wife. They got a little argument. Yeah, it turned into a nasty, nasty fight. I don't know who struck first, but I'll tell you what, Sam struck last. He did. He grabbed a straight razor and he just went right at the throat. Worked it till it got stuck in the collarbone. That's right. Neighbors heard some commotion. They said they saw him carrying a body, head dangling there by a thread. Bloody, bloody mess. Now that's the day of this hanging right there. 500 people came just to watch him swing. And all Sim wanted to do was speechify the crowd. He started talking all this mumbo jumbo. He even said, hey, I'll meet y'all in heaven. Yeah, right, so. Now, that's not the exciting part. You see these 2 men right here with them hats on? Them brain doctors came down from the north. They want to do an experiment on old Sam about the conscious mind. So they asked Sam, do us a favor. When you drop, stop wiggling your fingers. So he did. He dropped. And he stopped wiggling. I'm going to ask you, how long do you think he wiggled his fingers for?
14.
You don't, of course you don't know, yes. 3 hours? Oh my God, they had like an intermission. Hey, let's all go to the lobby, everybody, and we'll come back and see someone goes through. No, but imagine this though, 11 minutes. I heard somebody say 14, that's when they pronounced them dead. 11 minutes though. They wiggled their fingers. Imagine that. Now, how many of y'all been hanged before? No? Well, a lot of people raise their hand. All right. They didn't fit me anyway. Now, y'all want to see Steve Johnson's boots though, right?
Yeah.
All right, follow me. We're going to go see Steve Johnson's boots. Now, this here's a ladies' cell where all the ladies stayed right there. Here's the kitchen. And all the ladies worked in the kitchen. I'm not just saying that. Don't get mad at me. They did. Mostly beans and black coffee. Now, stay out my jail! All right.
Sheriff Joseph Perry. Hey, how you doing?
You better say hi to Sheriff Perry.
Yeah, you have to.
In a second. Don't worry about that.
You have to say hi.
We're gonna see you in a second. All right. Now, be careful on these stairs. The narrow and crooked. Now, this crooked is my attorney or Sheriff Perry. So, anybody falls in front of you, just step right over them. I'll tell stories about them next week. 2 steps down, getting that cell. Watch your step. 2 steps down.
Sheriff Joseph Perry.
2 steps down, getting that cell.
Oh, yeah.
Watch your step. There's 2 more that hang with him. They said a lot. Their names are Eugene Baxter and Tom White. They murdered a local Jacksonville store owner named Isaac Silverstein and his whole family. That's right. So there's 2 more that hanged. They went back and forth, they blamed each other, but at the end of the day, we had a triple hanging. Last hanging here in St. Augustine, May 31st, 1912. Apparently, St. Augustine didn't like 3 people dropping. Oh no. 1, they were like, yay. 2, bring the family. 3, not so much. Fickle people. Now, those 2 asked to be hanged early. That's right. Asked to be hanged early because they didn't want to go to jail here. Imagine that, rather be hanged in due time. That's how bad the jail was here. Now, they went back and forth, they blamed each other, but Steve didn't say much. They do say when he dropped, though, he urinated. You still smell it on the boots. You good? You trying to smell it? You know what? Something wrong with you.
I'm here, so.
I'm gonna take my DB boots away from him.
David, what's wrong with you, man?
We have to try it sometime, right?
Exposed.
I'm hockey with it as well. That's right. He even took a net with a half a torso in the back of that carriage. But here's the thing, George, you weren't thinking. Horses get hungry. That's right. So that horse headed into town to get something to eat, leaving a gruesome trail of blood and guts behind. So they got George, they hanged him. That's right, because he was guilty. Now I'm going to tell you about an innocent man. Imagine that, an innocent man got hanged here, huh? Imagine that. How many of y'all are innocent? 3 people raise their hand, fantastic. I feel like y'all where you belong.
Pretty much so.
Yeah, I guess so. Now, but there was an innocent man, his name was Robert Lee, and Robert Lee's still here. And Robert Lee, he's mad, and every night you can hear him whispering, or sometimes yelling, I didn't do it, tell him I didn't do it, let him know I didn't do it. But here's the thing, Robert Lee was guilty of one thing, and that was making a bad best friend. And that best friend was James Kirby. James Kirby murdered an elderly employee because he had a pocket full of cash, I guess. But here's the thing, when he got caught by the authorities, he told them that him and Robert Lee made the plan together. That they
got me good. I didn't have my camera on, but he scared me.
James Kirby didn't want to time alone. He didn't want to hang alone. So he thought to himself, why not bring my best friend along? How's that for a friend? And y'all got friends like that?
Yeah.
The gallows, guys. The freaking gallows.
Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. What's my name? Anybody remember?
Charlie.
That's right, Charlie. What's that say up there? Charles Powell. That's right, that's me. I hanged it. And I'm gonna admit it, I killed the man, I did. But it was justifiable defense. That's right. I got any husbands here? Any husbands? Raise your hand. And he got, look, proud husband. Look, he raised that in the back over here. Let me ask you a question. What you gonna do? Some of those around town talking terrible about your wife. Awful, derogatory, terrible, awful things. What you gonna do about it?
I might confront that person.
Might confront him, all right. Well, then you'd kill him. Right, there you go. I like that. All right, that's what I did.
Yeah, you sure did.
I did. Justifiable defense?
Yes.
Somebody had to shut him up. I shut him up quick. Shot him dead right there.
You sure did.
Right?
Good.
Right? Jesse, good, right?
Good,
Yeah, I wish
good.
you were on my jury. But you know what? They don't let you do that. So guess what? I did my time. I built my
You
gallows.
sure
My day
did.
came up. Now, here's the thing. On the day of my hanging, I was sick. And there's a rule. You cannot hang a sick man. Who gonna feel good on the day of that hanging though, right? But I was sick, I really was. I plumb passed out. So we all know about Sheriff Perry and the town was here, so what do you think they did?
Tied you to a board and hung you still?
Well, you've been here before, huh?
Yeah,
Let me
Charles
tell everybody
really
else though, all right? That's page 7, I'm on page 5.
Okay.
Now, but they dragged my unconscious body down
You
here, right?
can't be smarter than the poor guy, okay?
Well, how you gonna hang a man who's unconscious? You gotta get him upright. So Sheriff Perry decided to strap me to a bull. And he strapped me in real tight. And he dropped me. But here's the thing. Sheriff Perry, he ain't too bright.
No.
He ain't taking into account how much a board weighs. So that rope snapped. That's right. I landed right where you're standing, right there. Neck all twisted up. People running away from me, running towards me, and I'm staring up at these gallows. I'm thinking to myself, you can't hang a man twice. That's another rule. Last thing I hear though, Sheriff Perry yell, grab another rope. okay, you know what? That's my time to go. I'm gonna get out of here before Sheriff Perry comes and gets me. I suggest you all do the same. I'm out of here. I'm not doing Sheriff Perry's dirty work. Come on. Come on.
Bye, Charles.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah,
They're good people. Get him out of here.
I'm so sorry about that, folks. You know, in the movies, when you say you're gonna be right back and you're never gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. Do we have everyone? All their appendages attached?
No.
No?
No.
Yikes. Let's go, folks.
Oh, not by the bird cage. God damn it.
Bye, Sims. Bye, Charles.
Leave me alone.
If you scratch somebody, scratch Riley, not me.
He probably already did.
Yeah, you're right.
You want to look?
No, I don't want to look yet. We'll wait till we get better lighting. I need some clickbait. I can't see.
Somebody gonna do flashlight?
No.
Oh,
Not yet. We gonna
put
wait.
your shirt down.
Hey, don't. It's not clickbait if it's real, though, right? Yeah. I've learned that. Guys, so we went into the jail during this tour, and we didn't know we were going to. And Riley got scratched again. Charles loves her, and it's like deep scratches. Look at that. What is this? That's crazy. I'm not pulling your pants down. Guys, even David got scratched, and he didn't do anything. We just walked in the jail.
Where's it at?
Right here.
Like your center.
Like I'm gonna touch it right there.
Oh, that's weird.
That's crazy.
That's big.
Yeah, like look at that. This is better because she took a picture. That's crazy, David. You didn't even do anything. But did you go in the cell? Like the big cell with us? Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I got you getting scared.
Alrighty, guys, we have made it back to the condo, hotel, Airbnb, whatever you want to call it. I had such a fun day today, even though we drove 4 hours of the day. What we did today was just so much fun, and it was very raw and real. Like, we just hung out, we had some drinks, we had dinner. I lost my sticker halfway through.
I did too. That's glorious.
We also did the Ghost and Gravestones Trolley Tour tonight.
That was fun.
So much fun.
Really fun.
We experienced a lot more than what I expected. Riley, for some reason, got scratched again at the jail. And if you guys don't know that story, basically our first ever paranormal investigation that took Journey with Josh where it is today was the old jail in St. Augustine. And Riley got scratched like 3 or 4 times while we were here for that weekend, anytime we went up to the jail. So to return there was crazy. Like, we were emotional just stepping out onto the pavement. And she got scratched again tonight, as you guys saw, and I'll pop up a picture right here. But overall, it was such a fun night. We have so much planned for the weekend. We're going to have vlogs and vlogs of many, but this is going to end tonight's journey. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Like always, I'll see you on the next journey. Peace.